Boy, oh boy. Looks like, boy, cops are just at it again. Shooting unarmed, innocent people that need help. Yes, sir. We'll start with this one. A black man calls 911 at home, gets shot on sight by a cop in front of his daughter. Yeah. And where's this from? Vegas.
Las Vegas cop kills a black man who called them for help. Go to the video, and I will give you the update. Here it is.
Hey, they said they made entry. We got to go in there.
Yeah, we gotta do it. Hey, one thing, when we have a broken window and we're going to make entry.
Kick it! Metro, please! Metro, please! Metro, please!
Look at the picture. The Las Vegas police killed the black homeowner in front of the door.
Now, who's that black owner? You're going to hear about in a minute. But I'll tell you who it is. His name is Brandon Durham. And this is going it's gone pretty national and far and wide, too.
Order. After he called 911 for help, mistaken for an armed intruder. Atlanta Black Star reports it took 1 second for Las Vegas police officer Alexander Bookman to shoot and kill Brandon Durham. This was Tuesday after ordering him to, quote, drop the knife, firing 6 times after entering the man's home that he owned and had rights to. The owner of the home and his daughter were there. They called police to help, to report home invasion. And the video appears to show it was the female intruder holding the knife while Durham was holding her wrist with both hands to keep from being stabbed. The first bullet appeared to strike Durham in the head, causing him to groan in pain as he fell to the floor. Bookman then fired an additional 5 shots after the homeowner was on the floor, the victim of a crime. Quote, put your hands up, Bookman yelled. But by then, Mr. Durham was dead. And the only person capable of lifting their arms was the woman who had broken into Mr. Durham's abode after shattering several car windows outside his home. Alexandra Marie Bordeaux, 31, was arrested on charges of home invasion while in possession of a firearm or deadly weapon, assault constituting domestic violence with the use of deadly weapon, child abuse or neglect, and disregarding safety of personal property, which are all felonies according to online court documents. It's ironic that she's charged with some of the crimes that the cop should be charged with. PD told local media that Mr. Durham had a prior relationship with the woman, but did not elaborate on that relationship. Doesn't matter. Okay? Durham's 15-year-old daughter. 15-year-old daughter, Isabella, was in the house when her father was killed, hiding in a bedroom. Quote, I heard the gunshots. I heard them, and I'm disgusted. The daughter said at a news conference late Thursday outside the home, according to the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Quote, when I grabbed my phone and I handed it to him, that was the last time I saw my father live. Quote, my brother is dead because a police officer was not properly trained, Durham's sister Diane Wright told 8 News Now. Bookman, Officer Bookman, 26, has been placed on administrative leave with pay. Durham shooting is the 13th this year by Las Vegas police. 8, which have been fatal according to the Las Vegas Sun. The family is demanding answers. I hope you all are demanding an attorney as well. This was wrong from top to bottom. Top to bottom. I want the transcript to the 911 call. Because if there's a description in that call that the person intruding is in fact a woman, not a man, is in fact holding the knife, not the man, where did the translation break down? You see, this is why bias and racism internally is so damn dangerous. This man is dead because of the innate bias of a 26-year-old cop.
It's really disgusting as these days is how can the cops get the proper training of de-escalation, knowing right from wrong in 6 months? Like I said, it takes a lawyer 8 years to know everything about the law before they take the bar exam. There's no way that you can train a police officer, de-escalation, situation, emergency, medical, and like when someone's having a medical condition, de-escalation tactics, and knowing right from wrong. You can't train all that in 6 months. You don't. I mean, you can go up to 3 police officers. 1 out of 3 doesn't even know what the fundamental of the First Amendment rights and Constitution is. You're like, what is the First Amendment? Well, they didn't teach it. They didn't teach it down in the academy. Well, it's easy to know what the First Amendment is. It's really easy. And that man wasn't holding a knife. He was holding down the intruder, holding her down so that way he won't get stabbed. The cops should have looked like who's holding a knife instead of making assumption. Because what's this assumption? The mother of fluke-ups.
How do we know this? Because he responded on instinct.
Yeah.
Rather than rationale. That's how we know it. So where is his base instinct informed? From his subconscious mind. Dear brother, thoughts here.
My thoughts are, not only is this a tragedy, honestly, we have to understand being a police officer is a dangerous thing. But if you're a scary person, don't become a police officer. This is a perfect case. If you have internal biases, don't become a police officer because of things like this. But statistically, things like this happen. That's what I hear. Then why does this never happen in Beverly Hills? How come you never hear about things like this in Brentwood or in Manhattan or any of these other places where we see a different demographic that lives there geographically? Why does that not happen? Calling the police should not be a crapshoot or a death sentence. That is not the thing. And what did they think?
Yeah, not that. It's like when you're calling that one for assistance and help. You're calling for law enforcement because you're needing assistance and help. You just want to go play Russian roulette with a loaded gun with a bullet and spin it and see what happens. That's what it's come down to. Yeah, like you said, you don't see that like in high-end profile places. It's like you wouldn't see that kind of shit happening up in Bellevue or Kirkland or Woodman or Redmond. No, but you'll see in like Seattle, Tacoma, Burien, Deptford, Whiteside, Renton. And you see all the time like New York, LA, Vegas, Chicago.
Is this like the Chappelle bit when you walked in that this black guy put up all the pictures of his own family around the apartment to make it look like he lived there? Why was Marie Boudreau apprehended but Brandon Durham was murdered? Let's have that conversation. This is what we're talking about. And once again, much due respect to the police officers who uphold the law and do their best to protect and serve. But just tell me this before we go behind that blue wall of silence. Was this protecting or was this serving? Because it sounds like it was neither one.
There you go. There you go. All right, we'll bring you updates. Obviously, updates will come.
Yeah, hopefully there are updates. I'll tell you what it is. It's not about serving. It's more like protecting their agenda, protecting their thin blue line. It's about protecting their fellow comrades in blue. It's about protecting their pension and commission of a paycheck. With that said, I'm out here. Much out. Peace out.